შენი პირველი მანქანა ბულგარეთში.
You remember it?
I don't know if I can say the right word, like Lada. I don't know if you know this type of car.
Yeah, we know it.
Yeah, it was typical for Bulgarian. It was not mine. It was a loan, so I can move from one place to another. It was a friend of mine. But when I started to play football, then I can buy my first car, which was Opel.
ბოლოს როდის იყავი კინოში და რა ფილმი ნახე?
In the cinema, well, I don't go to the cinema very often by home. I'm watching movie at my house. So last time, probably some adventure movie or some comedy because I don't like the drama and stuff of crying. I just want to laugh. The last Bad Boy movies. You know that with Will Smith. This was probably the movie I watched.
სერ ალექსის ცნობილი თმის საშრობი მართლა ასეთი დაუნდობელი იყო? საკუთარი თვალით გინახავს?
Yes, I did see it. It was not towards me, so I was lucky, but it was with other players, and it was sometimes where you at least expected that is going to happen, but you knew that something is coming, and if we play bad, at the halftime, he will come and he will be right here in your face, and he's going to be, I'm not going to tell you what he's going to say, but he was intimidated, it was a bit scary, but it was necessary because after that you wake up and you start to perform better.
ნათლიას რომელიმე ნაწილი გამორჩეულად გიყვარს თუ ყველა თანაბრად?
1 and 2 a masterpiece. 3, it's still a good movie, but not as good as the first two. So 1 and 2 are the brilliant movies.
გახსოვს პირველად შენზე და ენდი გარსიაზე საუბრები როდის დაიწყო?
Yeah, I do. When I was play for Tottenham Hotspurs and I have long hair and I did look cool, so it started from there.
როცა თამაშობდი, თუ გახსოვს მატჩის დღეს რა სჭამდი ხოლმე?
Long time ago. This is probably 99 when I play in Sofia, in CSKA. And especially back home, in those days, you didn't have a specific meal plan and nutritionist and doctor telling you what to eat or to have this or this or this. And because we didn't know better, sometimes we would eat junk food, which was, of course, unbelievable wrong. Or maybe we're gonna eat a pasta or some kind of meat, you know, nothing special, nothing special. That was it. 3 hours before the game, you eat stuff like this.
And later?
Later?
Yeah, in Germany maybe.
Well, later in Germany, when I go, then I started to see how it's supposed to be, how you need to be very careful what you eat, because what you put inside your body is gonna make you a better player if you know exactly what type of food to eat. And then I started to learn, I started to take notes because I wanted to become a better player. And in Germany, they were fantastic, the way they train, how they prepare, how you eat, what time you go to bed. So everything was very professional. And in Germany is the place where I really become a man and a better football player.
მაკრატელას მასტერი იყავი და როგორც მასტერს რომელი ტერმინი მოგწონს? Scissor kick to bicycle kick.
In my book, they're pretty similar, all the same. You need to know how to position your body to do them. If you don't know, you're gonna break something. But if you know how to execute one, you're gonna look cool. If you score, even better. And I prefer maybe scissor kick. Looks and sounds good.
შენი კარიერის ფავორიტი მაკრატელა?
Oh, scissor or bicycle kick or whatever you want to call it. For me, obviously, when I scored against Liverpool with Manchester United, this was more of a bicycle kick, but still it was very difficult to do because it was improvisation right there in the moment. But I had other good scissors kicks. For example, with Tottenham Hotspurs against Middlesbrough, someone crossed the ball and I just didn't think just scissor kick in the back of the net. With United against West Ham, the same thing. I think Nani crossed the ball, again a scissor kick. I love this type of goals because they were special. It's improvisation. It's something that the fans can watch and be like, you know, well done.
რომელმა მწვრთნელმა დატოვა შენს კარიერაზე ყველაზე დიდი კვალი?
Well, in Germany, first it was Augenthaler. I don't know if you're familiar with him, but everybody should because he was a world champion with Germany. And then he ended up being my coach in Bayer Leverkusen. He didn't speak much, but just the way he showed me that he trusts me and the confidence he put on me, I can see it and I can appreciate it, and I wanted to play and not disappoint him. Then in Spurs, it was Martinho because he wanted to buy me from Germany, and he was a really great guy, and he was like a second father to me because he reminded me of my granddad, the same build, the same physique and the head, and you know, his voice sounded a lot like the Godfather, like, Berba, how are you, my son, you know? And we had a great connection, and I knew every time I'm gonna play. So again, I didn't want to disappoint him when I go onto the pitch. And of course, later when I moved to United, you need to appreciate working with the best ever as a manager, Sir Alex Ferguson, and you need to see and watch how he was able to speak with everybody in a different way. And it doesn't matter if he was telling you a bad news or a good news, you play or you don't play, he always knew how to approach and to speak with you. Yes, you're gonna be disappointed, but you will understand why he's doing it. And this is very important in the management world, especially with big players, big egos, and you need to know how to manage them. So this was very, very interesting for me to observe, to be part of it, because sometimes he will be like, Berba, you're not gonna play next game, but you're gonna be ready for the game after that, you know? And it's always different with different people, which in my book is the most important, because in a football dressing room, you have 20 players, let's say, and everybody have a different personality, so you need to be exactly on point when you speak with them.
დღეს რომ თამაშობდე, რომელი ფეხბურთელი იქნებოდა შენთვის იდეალური მეწყვილე მოედანზე?
That's a good question. That's a good question. Well, I would prefer, if I'm to be honest, to play with creative players, players who read the game, players who know what to do with the ball before the ball comes to them, and they're ready with the solution on the pitch. In this modern day of football, although he is now 34, maybe Kevin De Bruyne was going to be a good player to have next to me, because I will knew straight away that when he gets the ball, I need to be ready. Even if he doesn't look at me, I know that he is looking at me, because you have players like this. They know where you are on the pitch.
ყველაზე დასამახსოვრებელი მატჩი ბულგარეთის მაისურით.
Every time you put your national shirt, in my case the Bulgarian one, I was proud, because this is the ultimate goal for a football player, to represent his country and to show the world, look, we have a good players, we are a good team, we are together. And maybe when we qualified for the European Championship in 2004, a long time ago, then when we qualified, it was a proud moment for everybody, for us, and for me especially, because I ended up being the goal scorer of my team in the qualification process. I scored a lot of goals. And then when we went to the Euros, it was a proud moment for us, because you always want to represent your country on the big, big stage. So I'll say this moment when we qualified.
შენ პერიოდში მოთამაშე ქართველი ფეხბურთელი, რომელიც შენს ყურადღებას იქცევდა ხოლმე?
I think that I played against Kaka Kaladze when we played with the national team. I think twice I played against him. And of course, I'm a striker. And when I face the opposition, normally I face the defenders. Yeah. So they are in my face, or they're in my back all the time. So Kaka Kaladze was someone that he was a really good player, because he spent, 9 years in Milan, I think. So it was interesting to play against him and score against him. I scored. I remember the games. Yeah. But if I go even more into the past, Timo Ketsbaia.
Yes.
Right, in Newcastle? Yeah. Because he used to play with Alan Shearer. And Alan Shearer was a hero of mine. and Ketsbaya was there, so he also made an impression on me. And of course, you guys, you have the same names. My name is difficult. You guys also have difficult names, so we are similar in this regard. You know, sometimes people Berbatov, they don't know. So it's good also because you can remember this type of names and they more easily come to you. I had other players that I faced in my career. Of course, I played against Shota as well. He played one of the games when we faced Georgia, Bulgaria, Georgia. He was 2005, I think we played against them, and he was playing as well. And now, of course, when you watch Paris Saint-Germain, feature, you see him doing wonders, right? He's unbelievable. So credit to you guys because you're still producing good players, which is going to help your national team as well. It's very important.
Harry Kane to Alan Shearer.
Come on.
Be honest.
It's a different generations and both players are unbelievable, but because Alan Shearer was my hero when I growing up, and always when he scored we do like this, for me he was unbelievable. He was not so technically gifted, but he would do elbows, bullying people and just shooting the ball. And it was joy to watch him score goals, and for me he's in my top 3, he's probably there in top 1, so I say Alan Shearer.
Yeah.
Martinioltan კონტაქტს ინარჩუნებ, როგორ არის?
Yes, we texted a lot, and of course it's good to keep in touch with not only former players, colleagues, but also some of your coaches, if that's possible. I didn't see him for a while, but I'm planning to change this because we had great memories together. So we texted a lot, especially on holidays, birthdays, and as I said, we had a special connection with him because it was just special, man. It was just special.
გაგვამდე შენი ერთი თითქმის შემდგარი ტრანსფერი, რომელიც ვერ შედგა.
I have a couple of these, not once. I had when I was going to Manchester United, and then Manchester City get into the mix, and they wanted me to go there, but I say no. You know, we go into United because the shirt, the badge, the history, the players, the coach, everything is wow. And then when it was time to leave United, there's an offer from Juventus, from Italy, so we are already pretty much there to close the deal for me to go to play for Juventus, but then at the same time, Martinho stepped into the picture, and he's like, Berbs, I'm waiting for you. So that's changed the whole thing, so this is the two cases.
Okay.
დასასვენებელი ადგილი, სადაც როცა არ უნდა ჩახვიდე, ყოველთვის კარგია.
Holiday spot. Well, I like being back home in Bulgaria because we have the Black Sea. Like you guys, the same. You have the Black Sea as well, so you know how beautiful that can be. So most of the times I am back home at the sea with my family or with my friends. To have one spot in particular outside my country, I don't have one. If I have friends who can recommend something and say this is a good place, I'll check it out, I will go. But to have one, no.
ფულემის სტადიონის კრეივენ კოტიჯის გასახდელიც ისეთივე საყვარელია, როგორც თვითონ სტადიონი.
Small when I used to play, very small. And I was like, what is going on here? How can we dress you like this? It was funny, it was small, it was historic though, because this is a special place at the cottage there. And I understand why it was like this. Now it's a bit bigger. When I used to play, it was very small. For the away team, it was even smaller than for the home team. So, although it was small, it makes you feel like a tight family. You know, it's a private area where you are close together with your teammates, with the coaches. Yes, you can joke about it, you can have fun about it, but it was a good place to be and to be part of the whole club. Because it is a special place. That's why the cottage is still there. It's never going to move. Now the stadium is better, of course, than when I used to play. But it's good because Fulham is in a great place to build and to become better team.
საყვარელი მუსიკალური ჟანრი.
Hip hop. I listen a lot of hip hop. I was raised with Tupac and Dr. Dre and Snoop Dogg and stuff like this. So when my daughters start telling me about music, I'm like, look, I know who made the hip hop, so don't tell me. So just joking with that.
პირველი შეხებით ცნობილი იყავი, მაგრამ ვინ იყო ამ კომპონენტში შენს მერე საუკეთესო?
There are a lot of players better than me in the first touch, if you ask me, and if I need to be serious. Because when you have players like back in the day, in the history, if you put Maradona or Pele or go back, Puskás, Beckenbauer, players, legendary players. If you look more into the modern times, you have Zidane, you have Ronaldinho, you have Messi, all these type of players, Xavi, Iniesta, players who know how to control, touch the ball. Because when you have the touch on the ball, it's not about stopping the ball. It's about continue it after that to know what to do with the ball. Everybody can stop the ball. But when you're in a difficult situation on the pitch, you basically need to know how to dance with the ball. Even if it comes from a difficult angle, this is the delicate moment to know how to control with the chest, with the thigh, with the feet, and then continue the attack the best possible way. So for me, it was always great joy to watch players like Ronaldinho on the ball. Of course, Messi is Messi, Xavi, Iniesta, Modric, Zizou, all these players that they knew how to dance with the ball, because that's the beauty, to know how to touch the ball, control, pass, score, and the fans to go, wow.
Thank you very much.
No problem. Thank you.